Welcome to the CouchCon 2021 AMA event for CryptoComics, though the future of comics is in your hands. With me is Joe Frazier, the president of CryptoComics. We've got Matt here as well, Jared, Lindsay, David Brown, Amy Frazier, and Andrew Fry.
That was the greatest intro ever.
Hazen, you rock.
Yep.
Dude, that was wonderful. A round of applause for Hazen, everybody.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind. So it looks like
Everybody
we're
in
going to
chat's
answer
like,
some questions from viewers today about CryptoComics. Here's our first one. What?
Who are these people?
Oh, that is perfect.
Hi, Dwight.
Dwight should be on
Dwight's here with us too.
all right.
All right. Well,
Oh,
you
Hi,
guys can
Rose.
submit questions
Hi,
to us in
Rose.
the chat here. We'll pull them out and read them. And we've got a couple questions here already, looks like. First question it looks like we've got here is, what is different about CryptoComics compared to other digital comic sites like Comixology?
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, who's taking this one? Hey, the three of us talk all the time.
Okay. So I think actually all of us should probably say something about this, but not necessarily all of us will. One of the things about CryptoComics that I think is cool and isn't immediately obvious to a lot of people is that anybody can publish on CryptoComics. In fact, that's our mantra. We are here to get indies to publish. We want everybody to be able to publish. It's not an exclusive thing. If you have a 10-year-old kid that loves comics and can draw with crayons and pencils, they can draw that and publish on CryptoComics. And I think that's a really original, unique thing. A lot of the, that's a YouTube idea originally, and I'm very glad to steal that idea because it's such a great one. They made it so the world could now be video publishers. And here, what we're trying to do is we're just basically saying, hey, all of you big comic companies, we love you. You're great, but you're kind of in the way. So move over. We're just going to let them publish it themselves. They don't need a middleman like that anymore. And then that's also where the blockchain stuff comes in is how do you do that where you're not so much just the middleman? You have to be a little bit for sure, but using the blockchain is another way that we get around that. Maybe there's other team members that might have, a few points as well in addition to that.
We are dramatically better looking than Comixology. I'm going to leave it at that.
Oh, and the reader.
And so modest, too.
We are better looking.
Yeah, I think
So-
one of my favorite things that's a little different is how not only are we a marketplace, but we've got the community as well. So that is something that we plan to build and grow, and just this whole new aspect of like people interacting and engaging with each other as well as with the comics and art that they love. So I like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great example. I mean, it's what we're trying to do right here is really cultivate a community, a positive community that gets, there's a lot of people that even when I was a kid, I tried to draw comic characters and I fantasized for a short time that maybe I could do that. If we could talk just a few of those kids into doing that and give them a platform to do that, I think it could change a lot of people's lives. So building that community is a big part of it. Matt here's spent a lot of time focusing on education, teaching these kids and adults. I'm trying to learn from Matt right now and try how to make a comic book. Maybe someday I'll have a fighting chance at it. Who knows? But not yet. But but anyways, that really goes a long ways towards our goals as a company. Education, the community. I will say that our reader is also an excellent point of difference. Comixology probably has the best reader out there, other than ours, of course. And what ours is better at is a couple of things. One is simpler. We make it so that there doesn't have to be a 2-week process of getting every little window perfectly right so you can go through a guided process. That's wonderful. That's beautiful. That does not work for like a YouTube style system where we make it so everybody can publish. It also, we decided to solve the problem in a little bit more of an elegant way. Our reader just feels much more like a book. And sometimes you're really focusing in on a book. Sometimes you're stepping back. The one we have to thank for all of this engineering is David right here. He's on maybe, and he's done an exceptional job. You know, we've planted seeds, we've given ideas, and he's gone and made it even 10 times better than what we thought it would be in the first place. And we were so very, very happy with that. So the reader, the ability. Thank you. Yeah, it is.
Can I show off the reader real quick?
I would love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
All right. So, yeah, this is the Dreamkeeper's Living Sketchbook from David Lilly. So, I just
hashtag CouchCon.
Yeah, love
Matt,
how easy this is. Yes,
this is perfect. While you're showing this, was my number 2 thing. We are making books more interactive. We're doing things like living books like this, video books, all kinds of things. But Matt, you show off these things like the audio, all of the cool stuff. We're doing things that you could not do in old books. And Comixology they can't hold a candle to this stuff. This stuff's cool.
It is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
While Matt's actually showing that off here, we got to try to get through some of these questions real fast. So let me scroll back real quick. I showed one from JD Smith, DigiArtist, but let me go back because I happen to miss one from Rose, and we want to make sure we hit this. So Rose asks, hi again, can't watch too long. Is there a code for the opening ceremony badge? If so, what is it?
Oh,
good news for you. There is a code. And M. Scott Russell is already in his dashboard.
Okay, so everybody, you go to your dashboard and you scroll down to My Badges. Click in here. Welcome to the show is the opening ceremonies badge.
We were supposed to give this out earlier today, but we got too excited.
We did. We're human. Sorry, guys. It happens.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose.
Rose also asks, hey, good morning, everyone. 30 minutes time. I've been up for 24 hours. So, Fry, can you show the special badge I was rewarded by any chance? For you, Rose, absolutely. We can definitely do that. Yay.
That is beautiful.
It is amazing. Okay, let me get to the next question, Hazen, if you want to take over. Sorry.
All right. JD Smith, DigiArtist, asks, how does crypto work with indie publishers such as Alterna Comics, Scout Comics, Rocket Ship, etc.? Or is that a conflict of some kind?
It's a great question.
Let me start out with Rocket Ship. We were originally talking with a lot of creators that we were telling them, hey, you know, we found you on Rocket Ship. And they were actually pretty upset that their stuff was even on there for free. It was completely scalped.
Yeah, that's
heavy.
I know that one coming through.
Oh my god.
Oh,
but I think
rockets.
To go back to the question, more specifically, how does CryptoComics work with small publishers? Is that, I mean, it's a great place for small publishers to come and enter in their works and then invite fans to come and purchase from there, because the way it's set up, they can make a little bit of money on referrals when people that they invite in their community buy and sell comics within the community from them and from others. So it's a way to kind of keep giving back to the creators and to the small publishers. But yeah, there isn't a conflict. It's definitely just another distribution platform that has some unique features, like a community that you can market to directly, and the ability for people within the community to resell use digital books that then the original creator or publisher will then make royalties on every time it resells as a collectible digital comic. So I hope that answered the question. If anyone else can add to that.
That's a great answer.
That's, yeah.
This next one also
Yeah,
comes from
pretty
JD Smith, DigiArtist. Once crypto launches, will crypto be accepting cryptos other than Ethereum? If so, which ones? If not, why not?
That is a really good question. I don't want to answer all the questions.
Take it away.
Okay, so yeah, and thank you guys and for answering. Okay, so yeah, good question. First and foremost, Ethereum is what we're starting with. Initially, we had absolutely no intention of doing a side chain or anything like that. We have made a side chain, and the reason we did that is because Ethereum went crazy with its gas prices, its fees, basically the extra money you have to pay to run the program on the dApp, on the blockchain, which is kind of out there. You put a little extra money in there, it runs, and all of that. Anyways, their gas prices got crazy. So through research, we decided to build our own proof of authority network, which is the same as a blockchain. It is a blockchain. In fact, it's the same code that Ethereum's running for the main Ethereum blockchain. But because we're the proof of authority instead of proof of work, which is how Ethereum works, we can have a private separate network called Stacksnet. That's what we call it. And I can explain Stacksnet really briefly. Stacks and stacks of multimedia. My favorite place in the world in college was back in the stacks with all of the books. So that's why it's Stacksnet. Anyways, so the thing is we did not want to create a new currency. We are very much against all of these crypto companies just creating new currencies to get suckers to buy their money. So what we're doing is we created a credit system and think of Stacksnet money as, and we're calling them credits. We're not calling them tokens, or we're getting away from the terminology that means money for that. Think of them as like tokens at an arcade. So the cool thing is with Stacksnet credits, it costs you no gas, no extra. And you can buy so that's in addition to Ethereum already, but it's 1-to-1 with Ethereum. And then all of the cells, like if you buy a book and sell it, you can withdraw in Stacksnet credit, or you can withdraw in Ethereum. The Ethereum goes to the mainnet. That's real money for you. You can take that to Coinbase and sell it for cash. Deposit it straight to your bank account. There's lots of other sites that can do that and make that easy as well. We've also looked at far into the future, and we have to get banking regulation and all of that squared up. In selling Ethereum ourselves or stack directly, and selling cryptocurrencies directly to you so that you can buy books. The reason for that is to reduce the friction. We know that this is a new technology and it's complicated for people and it's hard. So we want to make it as easy as possible, reduce all of that friction. So the short of the answer here is we absolutely are planning on supporting multiple currencies. When we decided we had to have Stacksnet, we decided to make a multi-network system. With a multi-network system, we can have NFTs, non-fungible tokens, comic books in our case. We can have those on the Ethereum mainnet. We can have them on Stacksnet. Tentatively, we also plan on putting them on the Cardano network. That is tentative, and that's the advice of one of our investors who is really big on Cardano and has really spent a lot of time researching it. And I very much respect his opinion on it. So we're taking a very serious look at that. But number one, first and foremost, is Ethereum. And then we're using our Stacksnet sidechain just as a mean to get rid of the gas costs. And then people can cash out on Ethereum, if that makes sense. Yeah, Cardano does look excellent. Polkadot might have a future. I've always kind of been extremely hesitant to spend too much time and research and development dollars on the lower class coins. And I'm going to call them that. So some people don't call them quite as nice of a name as that, and some people call them gold. So, but that's what I'm going to call them. And when they really start showing promise, that's when they should get the attention, and we absolutely intend to do that. Yes.
All right. Well, the next question we got lined up here is why should creators or publishers list their books on CryptoComics?
Amy, you want to take that one? You've been kind of quiet.
I have been
Amy's not
quiet.
always quiet like this, everybody.
She
I can
does list
assure
books,
you.
by the way.
That's because I'm normally not in front of the screen. I'm behind the screen. Then I'm loud. So people should publish on CryptoComics. One, it's free. Yay, free. We all like free. So we are just a marketplace. We aren't in it to publish your books and be the publisher. That's all up to you. My other reason I think is great is that I don't have to go through a publishing company to get my stuff into CryptoComics. I can just sit down and make a book up and boom, put it on there. I don't have to go through the process of getting it approved through all these levels to get into a system. So I think that is just is just great. Those are my top two reasons why other publishers. I'm a publisher, in case anyone wants to know on there, and so I think that's one of the reasons. Those are the reasons why I really went on to CryptoComics. Anyone else?
Plus, because we're so handsome. I mean, it didn't hurt.
That's what she told me. I'm going on to CryptoComics because Joe's so handsome, specifically. No, just kidding.
He did ask really nice, so I said yes. So.
Well, I'll tell you one of the things I think is cool about CryptoComics is that you can add more with that reader than just the comic. You can have like audio commentary for your comic. That's not something I've seen anybody really offer with a comic book. And with the way they're doing the blockchain stuff, or you guys are doing the blockchain stuff, I should say, you can offer special edition, limited edition things, and you have like a, a token or whatever you want to call it, a credit that shows that you have official ownership of that, and you can, trade that with other people. You can collect it, resell it, whatever you want to do, just like you would with a physical item. It's just digital.
Yeah.
It's like having a COA that all of us collectors are already familiar with. Just a digital format of it, really.
Yeah,
Makes it pretty nice.
pretty much.
Looks like
Thank
we
you.
seem to have lost David Brown. He's trying to escape
Uh-oh.
on me.
You're not gonna get away that easy, David.
Yeah, one of the cool books that we've got that's actually got audio to it.
Yeah, it won't play audio right now because I didn't set it up to share the audio. But I mean, if I do play it, I'll hear it, but that's it.
Yeah,
But it is
Cody-
capable of doing that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it is. And Cody Byer took the time to do commentary on all these pages. It is exceptional. I listened through these. Oh my gosh, I was impressed.
Yeah,
I
some
just
of
learned
it's
something new. I
hilarious.
didn't
What
know
a
he
neat
actually had commentary up on that. I have to
Yeah.
listen to that now. I like Cloud Scratcher.
Yeah, he's
Very
an exceptional
90s.
creator. Yeah, I dig
Yeah,
it too.
yeah, absolutely. So we chose him for our guest of honor this year.
Yeah.
That was so wonderful.
Well,
Yeah.
we dipped into the blockchain stuff a little bit here, but one of our questions is, what does it mean when you say blockchain publishing for those who don't know? How is that different from any other digital format?
Jared, this is all you. You're muted, Jared.
How about now?
Now you're working.
Hear you.
he probably
Well,
had
thank
the
you
best
for-
answer.
Nah, don't count on it. So, what was the question again?
The question is, how do we differ from other forms of digital publishing? What is blockchain?
Yeah, specifically the
offers?
blockchain publishing aspect of CryptoComics. What's different about that?
So currently, when you go and you publish online, you're selling a PDF, and when you buy that PDF, you're buying permission to view that PDF. You don't own it. What the blockchain technology allows is when a person actually buys a comic in CryptoComics Marketplace, they own that digital copy because of what you called a token, what Fry referred to as the certificate of authenticity, the digital certificate of authenticity. That's the blockchain ledger. That's what keeps that information for everyone to see, but it keeps it intact so that it can't be manipulated. And so that's the main difference. When people are buying PDFs online right now, they're buying permission to view it. They don't own it. When they buy a comic through CryptoComics Marketplace, they're going to own that copy so they can resell it. They can do whatever they want with it. It's theirs. There is a certificate of authenticity, the token, if you will, on the blockchain that validates that ownership of that copy, whether it's issue number 1, issue number 10, issue number 100. If there was only 50, then you have that that actual certificate of authenticity, again, the token on the blockchain that says I own issue number 10. And again, you can resell it, which is a whole new concept to the digital arena.
Yeah, and I just wanted to clarify here that when he says you can resell and trade these books, it's not like you're having to give somebody a login so that they can trade accounts with you so they can read what's on your thing. You're actually just trading ownership of these digital copies of the books. So they just go into your account. You can read them, download them, whatever you want to do with them.
Yeah, it's right there for you. It's pretty phenomenal. I mean, this is one of the reasons, why we are working our way through beta, is because our team is doing something that has never been done before. I know that there's a lot of people out there say, oh, well, there's this technology and this technology, but they're not doing what we're doing. What we are doing literally does not exist, has never existed before. Joe Frazier, who's one of the architects of this system, well, who's the main architect of the system, I should say, he's creating something, guys, that has never existed before. It's like building a house. It wasn't there before, and then he's going through the process of learning and figuring out and researching, developing, and pulling things together. I mean, he brought up a really good point when he was talking about how he was focused on one way, and then all of a sudden he had to change that because of what was happening around him. This is an incredible marketplace, and we have just the most intelligent and talented people working on an idea, again, that's never existed before. I can't impress that enough. It's never existed before.
I think that's pretty cool myself. We got a question from Shotgun in the chat here. Is the read through of Cloud Scratcher voice acted, or is it just a behind the scenes type of narration?
There's only one way to tell. Log in and
Check
check
it out. Yeah, it's free to read right now for a short time.
I do think it's a behind the scenes thing, but I'm not too sure about that either. I'll have to go look myself and see.
Yeah, it's like a behind the scenes type of commentary where he talks about the ideas and stuff he had in his book as it goes along.
I'm actually more interested in that myself personally. But I think you could do both.
Fantastic. You absolutely can. Mm-hmm.
T3 Comics asks, will we be able to sell original artwork? I'm assuming he means outside of book format.
Absolutely. 110%.
I have seen some books for sale on the marketplace. Of course, sales aren't, actual sales aren't live yet, but I've seen some books that are just collections of artwork. So I'm assuming you could just make one that's just one big high-res page.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
One thing we encourage artists to do that make art books is, a couple things. One, link to their Etsy page and things like that, or to their website for each of the pieces of art that they put in the book. Give people an opportunity to grab a physical copy of that as well. And the other thing is we encourage them to do living art books and living journals. And what that means is for a season, forever, whatever you choose, label the art book, add your work as you make it to the art book. This is one of the things creators can do. That, like Amy, oftentimes when she has a new painting or whatnot, she just takes a picture of it and uploads it right to her art book. So her living journal of her art book is always getting bigger. And so absolutely.
Here's one that I actually think is pretty important here. The term NFT has gotten a lot of media lately in the comic book industry. What is an NFT? What does it mean? And why should people be excited about it?
Oh, is this for me? Is that why everybody got quiet
Maybe.
all of a sudden?
Everybody's
Go for
waiting
it, Fry.
Okay, NFT
Yeah.
stands for non-fungible token. It represents anything that can be sold or transferred on the blockchain for the most part. It is kind of taking the world by storm, specifically in the art world, just because a lot of really high dollar sales have been happening lately. And so, of course, that's always going to catch everybody's attention. Yeah, I mean, I think the best part of NFT sales is, like I said, it's just a certificate of authenticity. It's your proof that you personally supported that creator, which I think in this industry goes a long ways. A lot of us want to support creators, but a lot of times we don't find a comic book until it's been out for 6 months or a year. You can only find it, used inside of your local comic book store, stuff like that. And by that time, the creator who originally made that comic book is no longer really benefiting off of that sale. They still benefit off of the word of mouth. And they can still benefit on some platforms such as like Amazon and Comixology, things like that. However, they don't personally benefit in the ways that they would in the old school formatting of selling you that comic themselves. And that's where we kind of cross that bridge, is we kind of make it so that that creator gets paid every time their comic book is sold or even resold. So, for example, if I buy David Lilly's book and I turn around and I sell it to Hayes and Cruz, David Lilly still gets paid again on that secondary sale. That ensures that these creators can actually make some money doing what they love and can support themselves and feed themselves and live their dream and continue making more comic books, which is what we all really want. Because
most importantly, keep making comic books.
yeah,
Yep.
we're not
Royalties
gonna
on
get all you
resale.
6 unless you guys buy everything. So
Yeah.
Here's a
I
hot
expect
one.
us.
Oh, go ahead.
There you go. No,
Go ahead, Joe.
I was just saying, I expect us to accomplish a lot in the NFT area as we go forward. In fact, one of my initial hopes for CryptoComics is to really revolutionize digital rights management. And it's still on our roadmap, but it's definitely further down the road. I mean, we are very definitely doing a certain level of that as this system is as it stands. But when I say revolutionize, I feel like there's several more steps we can take it technology wise. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to what we can do there. Anyways, Hazen, it's you.
Yeah, we got a hot one incoming, boys. Watch out. You're currently in live beta launch. What does that mean, and when do you anticipate transitions to go to live transactions?
That's my favorite question.
Haven't heard that one before, have you?
Okay, who set him up for this? That's what I want to know. That was great. You had the audio intro ready and everything, Hazen.
Oh yeah, you're working with a pro, bro.
Excellent.
Way to put us on point, buddy.
Right. Yeah, I feel like I can give this one a little bit of a stab. Okay. So I'm the CEO of Apogee Invent, and we're a software company. We've been in business for over 17 years now. In fact, June 14th was our birthday. Just, was that
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Lindsay, Jared. Anyways, so we've been doing this for a long time. In fact, about 10 years ago, we built and sold a company called Product to Web. Another company that we do own is called Vehicles Network, and we've been running that company for a long time. I mentioned Chris DJ Cyrus, he's the CEO of Vehicles Network, and that's a subsidiary company of ours that we built. We have about 500 auto dealer clients, and we've done about a third of the independent auto dealer administration websites, as well as the national independent auto dealer administration website. My point in saying that is to demonstrate to you guys that we know what we're doing and we're launching a system. We've also made a lot of software for a lot of clients. that time, having built our own projects and launched them, and having built client projects and launched them, every single client wants to launch it before it's done, and they want to have their marketing dates set. And I don't blame them even a little bit, but that's not how software works. What our policy is that we announce our launch date when we're done with our development and we're in our testing phase. I will say this: we are very close to being done with our development. We have ran into several points where we had to go back to the drawing board. For instance, we got to a point where, like, we want to do all of these things in our contract. We want to have residual royalties and things like that. But literally, the Ethereum size of a blockchain contract is extremely limited. We had to go back to the drawing board. I had to study up on a brand new technology called transparent contracts and stuff like that was found to not be secure and all of this. So I had to borrow from some of those ideas. And about 6 months later, ideas were getting out there on the internet on how those problems could be solved. So borrowing from those ideas, I actually came up with a new technology to make it so that we could install these much more like how DLL libraries work in Windows. So that we could load up a main blockchain contract, and then we could load up other contracts that can be replaced that run as subcontracts to our main contract. And this way we were able to do all of these great things with the single contract because it wasn't actually possible. So we invented a new technology to do that. Actually, we built upon another technology, and it is one of those things we really ought to share. That ought to be free knowledge, and I intend to do so. In fact, we'll put the code out there for people to have. Anyway, so that's just one example where it's like, okay, here we are. We're this far along. Like we're like 70% along, and I hit the upper end of that blockchain development, and I'm like, I've only begun. Okay, so we had to go back and build that technology, and then we got to a point where, now we have a major problem: gas fees on the Ethereum mainnet and stuff like that. So now we have to look at we have to look at Cardano, we have to look at all these others and stuff like that. I figured the best thing is this: one, we have to house the images as a CDN, and we'd like to evolve that as we go, but we are having to be some sort of an authority on this network, which is a drawback for blockchains.
Could you just tell everybody what a CDN is?
I'm sorry. Yes, a content delivery network. And thank you, Jared. Okay, so the files have to live somewhere. When I said the blockchain contract was too small to hold a program, I'm talking about a little program. It won't hold a big image file or a comic book. Those have to go somewhere. So we're using the blockchain to ensure the ownership. We're using the blockchain to facilitate the transactions. We're not the middleman in the transactions, which is the beautiful thing here. We've written a contract that makes it so that people get the residual royalties, and people essentially pay that contract. That contract divvies out the fees. That contract puts in a bonus pool, the bonus money that we set aside to help incentivize people for inviting people to the system. Anyways, explain it to me like I'm
That's what we tell them every meeting too.
When are we going live is the question, and so we intend to announce that when we're ready with development. Jason Moniz, one of our blockchain developers, he's working on the part that makes it so that we have the sidechain communicate to the mainnet. So people deposit in, basically they deposit into our proof of authority network. They get credit there. They can spend their credits on books, and then they can withdraw back out. So he's kind of the gateway between the two networks. In the Ethereum land, things like that, it's called sharding and side nets and stuff like that. You can read up on it. That's the sort of stuff we're doing there. It's Jason Moniz. I've been working on that closely with him. And then I'm writing the blockchain contract and all of that. And of course, David here is building the whole website. So all of these things got to come together at once. The cool thing is David just finished extremely critical part. He made it so that we can now buy. So our system, basically, when I said it can handle multi-chains, it can hand off. Sorry, I know I'm getting way into details. Okay,
I'm going to stop Joe right now because he's starting to tell things that nobody knows about.
Yeah,
That we have yet to
No,
make
these are
announcements on.
perfectly fine for there to be public knowledge of. In fact, this is the sort of thing that it's fine to share, but it's way too much detail for anybody. Sorry. The point is these things are coming together, and it's not just, oh yeah, let's just pull the Band-Aid and we're done. It's very important for us to do it right. I believe we'll be making that announcement within a month or two. I've said that a lot of times. So anyway,
the most important thing to
that's
all of
all I
us
gotta
as
say
a
about
team is that we ensure that when we do go live, the entire system is ready to handle the load that we expect it to be able to take. We feel like we owe that to the different creators that have been so kind to share their work with us and allow us to test and continue to test with their different comic books, that continue to come on streams with us, that continue to work with us. We appreciate the entire community and everybody's input. Very consistently, we get a lot of user feedback, and every bit of that is taken into fold. So just so that everybody knows, when we ask people to sign up, when we ask you guys to use the system, we absolutely pay attention to anything and everything as far as feedback goes that anybody's got to say. And we use that to improve the system so that as soon as we do go live, it is ready. And so if you guys want to help us go live a little bit quicker, that's exactly how you can do it, is go into the system, check out different comic books, check out the reader, check it out on different devices. Let us know if you have any issues. And on top of that, if you would be so kind, still leave some reviews for these different creators that have put books inside of the system, because as soon as we go live, those reviews are going to stay. And those reviews are what's really going to help these creators financially benefit from all of the effort that they put into this system with us. So as a community, that's kind of the cool way that everybody can kind of pitch in and get this thing up off the ground and be a part of something. You know what I mean? Plus, that's how you win swag. You know what I mean? Get involved, get active in the system, if you haven't noticed. So that being said, let's keep going through questions here.
Should we give away that other badge?
Oh, we could. I don't see why not.
Okay.
So are we going to do a giveaway with this one, Matt? What do you think?
I think we are.
All right. Do we ask CEO, Jared?
The logistics lady says yes.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
I've been overruled.
So let's do this. So if everybody wants to go to their dashboard.
The dashboard right here. Just scroll down till you get to my badges. And the badge code for this show is Ask Away 2021.
It's a thought bubble onomatopoeia. That's right. I said
Excellent.
What's up?
With a question mark.
All right. And so just to let everybody know, everybody that obtains that badge at the end of the show, we're going to give away a swag pack to one random person who has claimed that badge. That does not include the badge we gave out earlier. That is that specific badge for this panel, for the Ask Me Anything. Let's see here. Let me pull up. There's a bunch of questions coming into chat. Let me pull those up for you, Hazen. Oh, I guess this wasn't a question. This was just talking about how awesome we are. It's not wrong.
Yeah.
We got one from Dan Nikoski here. Oh, never mind. We got another one
Great.
from T3 Comics.
Hey, I was just saying, everybody thinks I'm handsome. That's what happens.
You were wrong.
Here's one from a user.
Gabraham Sandwich. Does this platform do anything to combat piracy?
Oh, I think David's the best person to answer this, but I don't know if his audio is connected right now. David, can you?
He muted himself, so yes, he should be.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
sir.
yes, we can.
Cool. All right. Yeah, we there are the obvious things like keeping people from right-clicking the image and downloading that sort of thing. But if you happen to somehow decide, get into the system and to look at the files, they all have randomized file names, so you can't tell what page is with what comic. So you get a bunch of random pages, even if you manage to guess the file names to download them, even though they're all very long and randomized. Let's see. That's most of the stuff that I've implemented for piracy. We every now and then we do penetration tests to try to see if we can get at the files in an unauthorized manner, which would enable somebody to look at the files but not actually download them. But so far we haven't been able to get into in the unauthorized manner and do that. So looking good so far as not being able to pirate the stuff.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, when you go to Comixology, download a PDF, you can share that with anyone you want. They're not fighting piracy at all in that way. Now, when you're looking at it in the reader, obviously you have to come to the site to look at it in the reader, and you can't download PDFs yet. We are looking at in the future possibly embedding anti-piracy data in PDFs and distributing PDFs, but that's possibly in the future and a long way off. I think I've answered this question enough without I don't want to start rambling here.
No, yeah, those are great answers. Thank you. That's my particular problem. I know that, but I have a lot of details sometimes. Thank you, David.
All right, we got JD Smith DigiArtist asking, when selling original art, is it single 3D images and pieces as well? Are those available to sell?
Right now, we don't have any plans on 3D, but we've talked about it.
Yeah.
Right now, we're focused on comic books and art in the books. Currently.
Yeah. There is the technical possibility for that. When talking about the multi-network system, one of the networks is actually US dollars, and that would enable you to sell pretty much whatever you want on the site for US dollars, whether that's PDFs, physical copies of your comics, or 3D files, 3D pieces, basically whatever you would want.
David, real quick before you guys go forward, there was a question that came up, and it kind of hit on what David just said, so I just wanted to bring it up. I'm very impressed with your platform. Will it be possible to buy from overseas like a physical copy? So what you're saying is within our roadmap, there is that possibility?
Overseas adds some complexity as far as shipping, customs, that sort of thing. But as far as technical limitations, that is on the roadmap.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Fantastic.
I love how many people said that Joe blew
I don't know
their
what that name
brain.
was.
I saw a lot of that too, yeah.
Every meeting.
This is like brand new stuff. I've never seen anything done this way before, to be honest. Like
nobody's ever done
I
that
see
before,
a lot.
So.
I see a lot of stuff. I've never seen anything done like this. I like it.
Yeah, when I said it.
Yeah. That's all I'd say. I like it. I think this is a really cool way to sell digital comics.
When I said this has never existed before, like I really meant that. Like we have the intelligence and the talent to actually delve into I guess a space. It's just never been done before, everybody. And so, I just want to thank everybody out there who has been patient with us, who has been, supporting us the whole way. I truly 100% trust my team. I know that as soon as we are ready, you will be the first to know, because I built my own house and I know what it's like to build something that never existed before. And the things that you run into are many and really hard to figure out how to overcome, because you're having to figure out new ways of doing things. And I just can't give my team enough props. Joe, amazing person who is really guiding us. David, right there, him and Joe just hand in hand are working on, again, something that's never existed before, everyone. I don't know if I can stress this enough. never existed before. We are bringing something into reality, and,
Like a
and that takes
baby.
magical people.
I'm glad that you said hand in hand because we have footage of this.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Where are we, Toto? Where are we? Where the fuck?
Man,
What is that footage?
what's the matter, Joe? You think I wouldn't hit the president with some memeage?
What is that footage from? That's my question for the Q&A. What is this footage from?
That was Jared just the other night hanging out. You know?
I was just playing around. Just playing around.
Don't give him Fireball.
Sorry, guys. I just want to have a little bit of fun.
Oh boy. We got I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Zehul Zalik. Might be Shehul Shalik. I love my brothers and sisters at CryptoComics. These guys are here for us all. A new format with a beautiful outcome on selling and publishing on a safe and reliable platform.
Thank you, Z Hill.
It's a cool picture too.
Zalik,
See
my
one of the
man.
artists?
Did you just see Amy pull that perfect heart? Oh my gosh!
It's not hard, Jared.
What?
It's not hard.
Just a
Didn't we
minute.
talk about this
How's
last
that one?
time?
He's just doing this.
Wait.
No, Jared. Kermit.
Wait,
I
what?
tried it once. I
Wait.
pulled a
Gerald's,
tendon.
Jared's
My heart's
doing like a shield.
My heart formed. Can't do it.
Well, here's
all
one
you
I
guys,
hope that
hearts on command.
here's one I hope that you guys will be able to answer pretty quickly. Why are you sponsoring CouchCon, and how does that align with your mission as a company?
Ooh.
I think Lindsay's a good one there. I don't know.
Anyone?
There's a thinker.
I can actually answer that pretty easy, but
Yeah, we
I'll
just
give
talked
it
about
to
Lindsay.
somebody else if y'all want it.
I say
Oh,
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just were talking about it, why we're sponsoring CouchCon and how it just really aligns with what we're trying to do. Because CouchCon is all about like helping creators reach a bigger audience, because sometimes cons can be expensive. And so this virtual convention is really helping people connect who maybe couldn't before. And so we're trying to do the same thing as CryptoComics, like help people connect, help creators reach that bigger audience that maybe they couldn't before and earn more money off of what they're doing so that they can expand and grow. And so, yeah, supporting indies is really important to us. And I know it's important to CouchCon. So it was like a perfect marriage of missions. So, yeah.
And we are glad to have you guys having our back. You are the wind beneath our wings.
Ooh, take
Oh.
flight, brother, take flight.
Here's our next one. What is the biggest challenge you've faced so far as a company?
Jared.
I was
What
about
is
to
it?
say Jared before coffee.
I'm kidding, Jared.
You guys don't want me to answer that. You want to say I am the challenge. I got you. I ain't gonna answer it now. Go ahead, figure it out.
I think the biggest challenge is that a lot of comic book creators and comic book fans are so used to an industry that's been kind of violently taken advantage of by outside entities that have nothing but money in their eyes, nothing but dollar signs, and zero interest for what's best for the actual community or the actual industry. And I think coming into that as a new company has been the largest hurdle that we've faced.
Mhm.
I don't know. I guess all of us would probably have their own take on that question, though.
Yeah, I would say that the idea of CryptoComics is fairly simple, bringing creators and their audience closer together, and ensuring creators keep control of their own stuff. Fairly simple idea, but trying to implement that it looks insanely complex when you're in the middle of it and trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for David.
And working with technologies that are not only brand new, but in some cases not even complete yet, it's like trying to do a crossword puzzle, and when you don't really know how long it's going to take you to do that crossword puzzle, you can kind of guess based on how fast you're going, but you never know for sure. That's one of the reasons it's so hard for us to pin down when we're going to actually have live transactions, because these things are so new and so unused.
Mm-hmm.
Great answer. Yeah, I could do transactions right now. The blockchain thing
easy
works,
how
right?
you word that.
Oh,
Manually
I'm just-
speaking. Manually
No,
speaking.
Good.
yeah, I have it on a fake chain running on my computer right now, and I doing transactions on it almost every day, testing through all of the little details and all of that. It definitely works. So it's looking forward to getting it live.
T3 Comics
Yeah.
asks, do any of you all have anything coming out? I'm assuming he means
Believe
books
that.
on the marketplace.
I would believe. I was about to say, let's send this right over to Gypsy Leaf.
Okay. I just keep adding to my living journal, mainly, is what I've been doing. I don't have any particular new books planned. Yeah, thank you, Jared. Yeah, I got one too. And so, yeah, I just keep adding to my living journal. So keep checking that out, and things popping on there whenever. I don't know. I keep adding to it. It gets big. That book is big now. So
That's what she said.
it is.
No, she
Thank
didn't.
you.
What I had to.
Oh my
all right?
gosh.
She trolls
Thank
us
you,
in
Fry.
chat every stream
Thank you.
with that statement.
I do. It's my thing because I'm
Lindsay,
a 12-year-old
just looked
boy.
at your
So.
camera like
I'm
completely
currently.
Didn't we talk about this beforehand, guys? Allow that one. That's your one.
I'm
Go
jumping.
ahead, Matt.
I'm currently working on a book with an artist by the name of Jordan JC. Great artist. I'm just finishing up the lettering on it right now, and then I'll be putting it out in the CryptoComics Marketplace. And I'm also working on another story with another artist, but I can't really talk too much about that yet. We're still finalizing the story and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I
We're
think all of us
voracious
have like
supporters.
stuff.
Yes, we're a voracious supporter of indie artists. We even encourage our own team. If you have something and you have an idea, you go make it, you go publish it, you make that money, and we're very happy for you to do that. We want to put everybody on that same level, same playing field. I have been trying to talk Lindsay into uploading her excellent books into the system. They are not comics, but they are excellent books, and our reader does work for them. And we do have intentions on doing, block text media in the future for sure as well. But that will be another project at another time.
I've heard that Lindsay's books
but-
have pretty kick-ass covers too.
They're excellent. Yeah, her books are excellent.
Oh man, those covers were done by somebody really famous too. It was like Frey or something like that.
Something like that. Something. Yeah.
Yeah, Frey, I think
Yep.
it was.
Yes. Yep. I'll put them in there once Fry does me a comic cover that would fit
Done.
the community. Okay.
Oh, you
Let's
shouldn't
do
have
it.
said that,
Let's do it.
Lindsay.
And then I can put you on there as the creator,
Challenge
and I can
accepted.
be the writer. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dominic's got a really good question here, though.
Dominic Colby asks, question, does having employees or coworkers all over the country make things difficult, for example, with scheduling and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We employ in 4 states, currently, but we have team members all over the United States. We from Hawaii to Michigan, from Florida to Texas, or something like that.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Hawaii to Florida, from Michigan to Texas is what I was trying to do. But we do employ in 4 states, and that's 3 too many when it comes to the paperwork and everything like that. It is ridiculous how different and how complicated it is with each state. That being said, that most of our we actually have team members in more states than that, because we do have subcontractors, and most of our developers and designers on our team and other artistic creative types are subcontractors to our company. And that does about double our company size with all of our subcontractors and all of that. They're definitely part of the family for sure, but it's a different arrangement. And that does help us expand into more states. That's an arrangement that has to be very particular though. Anyways, we don't have to drill into that, but it's definitely complicated, from the administrative side for sure. Communications, coordination, all of that. I think we've gotten dang good at that. Wouldn't you say, Fry?
I don't know. I don't wake up until 10 a.m. local time.
Yeah, Fry's the
Never
biggest
really
problem.
kind of deal with
Man,
it.
like 1
I'm the worst
a.m.
person
local
to
or
ask.
1 p.m.
Well, we'll just fix this right now. Fry's close enough to drive to this office, and if he wants to keep his job, he's going to have to.
So with that being said, if anybody would like a creative director to hire on, let me know.
No, don't leave me. Don't leave me. I was just joking. Joking.
You leave Fry, you don't get the tacos. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, sleep
No
in or tacos, like you gotta, I'm getting a little heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know what I could do.
And the
tacos as
swag.
long as I
Oh, boy.
sleep in. Hey,
And all the
everybody that
swag.
knows me knows that I legitimately went out of my way and got an additional degree in art so that I would never have to wear a tie again, and I could always wear cargo shorts because
I think we're going to
That's
expand our dress code here at the office. I feel like wearing ties. How do you like?
As long as you only have
if
to wear
they're
it
tie-dye
up here.
ties, right, Joe?
I
that being said-
prefer an extremely formal air about the place.
Well, Joe, just to make sure you understand, JD Smith Digi Artist has an interesting comment to chat here. I want to check out before you're throwing these threats around. Oh, thank you, JD Smith. That was awesome of you to say, though.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Read it,
here.
Hazen. Come on, read it. I can't read it. It's too small.
It's too small.
What is this?
Just smash your eyeballs, boy.
Oh, I know. I got to stop doing that.
Yes,
Dang it. I got to get in
Since Joe is
glasses.
present. This is JD Smith Digi Artist again. Since Joe is present, let me say that as a regular viewer of the CryptoComics streams, I continue to come back because of the three personalities of Fry, Matt, and Jared. Very different characters and very entertaining together. The chat interactions and indie creator spotlights are sincere and thoughtful. Excellent show. Thanks.
Thank
I'm a
you,
regular
DG.
viewer as well.
Thank you.
Immediately.
Yeah, thank you, JD. We sure appreciate your attendance on these shows. All of you guys.
Yes,
Put it-
we do.
I like
Yes,
how he
we
says,
do.
since Joe is present, let me name these other three guys that are the reason I come back to the stream.
Your check's in the mail. Your check's in the
I had to
mail.
watch all the. I've watched all the shows with very few exceptions. Myself, yeah, I enjoy them.
Thank you.
Rose Kirby had actually said, I meant for the special 6 months bad for I showed earlier. Yes, Rose, go check your account. You have it now. Congratulations and thank you.
Oh,
We
fantastic.
waited
Thank you,
specifically to
Rose.
do it during a stream, Rose, because we're cheesy.
You
like
rock.
that, and we wanted to make sure that you understood. We appreciate you. And Vivid
Yes, we
says we're all wearing cargo shorts on the inside.
I know I am.
That doesn't
I'm
help
not.
my argument.
I ain't wearing anything. Yeah, cargo shorts.
This is a family show, Jared.
I know. We already had our one, Andrew.
I got my shirt on, guys. What are you talking about? You said be sure to wear a shirt. I said,
Yeah,
"All right,
and Lindsay, you
I'm
never
there."
clarified that was one as a team. We all took it as one each. So Matt still has one coming.
No, and you can't borrow anyone else's though. I mean, you're just showing your legs on this. I mean, come on, we're getting really inappropriate here.
Well, he's
You
got
haven't
a
watched a
kilt
lot
he
of
can
these
put
streams,
on.
have you, Lindsay?
Well,
Yeah,
normally
right?
it's after 9 o'clock my time. I mean, it's still 8 o'clock. That's like prime time. Okay, there's children to be watching.
I
That's
think
probably for the
Rose was
best.
asking, can somebody say what's going on tomorrow? Because she can't look right now. Yeah, we got tomorrow. It looks like at noon. We got a voice acting panel, how to start, crowdfunding tips and pitfalls with Vivid at 3.
Ooh, that's gonna be such a good one.
I think that was going to be good too. I might, even though I'm kind of part of that, I might watch that myself. We got Comics in 2021 up with the CryptoComics guys here again at 7. And what do we got here? There is a very special panel. I don't know if you guys want me to say the title of this.
No,
Do not say it.
Do not say
We still don't know.
Well, you can view it. It's at 9 o'clock tomorrow. 9 p.m. it'll be here, so you can find out then. It'll be a little surprise. And of course, DJ Cyrus is going to be live at 11 p.m. with his DJ set.
And he's going to be live all 3 nights at CouchCon.
Yeah, same time every night, right, Fry?
Workhorse.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
Go DJ Cyrus.
Yeast.
Yeah. And right now, isn't there one starting right now? A panel? Is it?
Guys, we got to go. Jesse Hansen, Cornerstone, I believe.
We got to go.
That's right. So we got to go. Hey, everybody. Was there any questions we missed? Hazen?
I don't think we missed any chat questions.
Awesome. Awesome.
We got to do our giveaway.
And
we didn't do our giveaway.
Well, okay. You guys thank everybody.
Just
and
give it
I
to
will
somebody
pull
who
that
put
right
in their
now.
badge. Just give it to somebody who put in the badge.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, randomly. Remember, you were going to randomly select somebody who claimed a badge. So we will be announcing that on a later stream, but we don't want to be rude because Jesse Hansen is starting up a stream. I hope you guys go and check it out. He's going to be talking about some really interesting stuff about being a creator, being an agent for creators, which is fantastic. He works with, I think, 112 creators. So please check that show out. And everybody, thank you so much for coming and attending this.
Subscribe too.
Like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell, and let's roll. Any day now. My hand's getting tired.
I'm trying to do badge stuff. Y'all can click a button.
Heck, I'll do it.
Is it time to drink yet? Oh, crap.
Matt, don't lie. You were drinking already. We love you, everybody.